Going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and we are here for the third, I think this will be my third installment of Fuck Shit Friday, hashtag FSF. We ain't got that many subjects to talk about because I'm actually going to do a story time today that I want to share with you guys. So I'm only going to touch on a few subjects. It's a whole lot of fuck shit been going on out here in the world this week, but we ain't gonna get into all of it. And if I leave something out or don't discuss something that's major and you feel like you want me to discuss it, hey, we always got next Friday, you know. So just drop it down there in them damn panty sections, or push it pop on over there to my email address and send me a little something about what it is you would like to hear me discuss, okay? Now, the first story I wanted to talk about was Korryn Gaines. She's the young lady out of Baltimore, Maryland that was subsequently killed by police officers after a 7-hour standoff. Now, y'all, I was kind of conflicted. I was very, very conflicted with this story because I don't know, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know it. The first video that was put in my possession, it was of a traffic stop. And if I can just be brutally honest with you all, she was a damn fool in that traffic stop. I don't speak ill of the dead. She was still living at that time, but in that moment, she really did a lot of foolish things, you know. First of all, you don't have a plate on the back of your car, which is the reason they stopped you. We all know that the police is going to stop you if you ain't got no plate on your car, or that tag in that front is expired. You got cops out here that do traffic detail that they look for that type of stuff. So when the officer pulled you over, he did try. This man went so far as to, now he got his uniform on. She was asking him for his ID. At the same time, he was asking her for her ID and registration, okay? If she would have just given that man that ID and registration, things could have went a whole lot smoother for her, but no. She's asking him for his ID. Unlike many cops, because see, I keeps it funky. You know, we got some dirty police officers out here, but we also got officers out here who actually take pride in their work and they do it to the best of their ability. They are trained in de-escalation of situations, okay? That man said to her, I don't even have to do this, but I'm going to do it to you. I think he showed her 2 different forms of ID, and she found them to be unacceptable, stating that she's a sovereign citizen and she ain't got to do this and she ain't got to do that. With the way that things have been lately, even the good cops are on, you know, alert, because they don't know that you're not, you know, you could be a part of this group of people, and I ain't talking about no Black Lives Matter, so don't even think that I'm talking about them. You could have been a hostile citizen who, in their feelings about what happened over the last few weeks, well, in fact, the last few years with these police officers, okay? That man don't know. His job every day is to protect and serve and to make it fucking home, okay? All you had to do was get a man the information that he said. You didn't want to give the man the information, which resulted in him having additional backup show up. They called for a tow truck because they weren't even dealing with you. Even though you lived, and he said it in the video, you only live so far from the place, he would have let you go. But you didn't let that ride. And I understand that lady did in fact supposedly have a lawsuit going with the police department or some prison, but that's beside the point. Okay, we're talking about that day, that time, that officer, that interaction. And in the book of my mind, she didn't handle that right. First of all, you being unnecessarily rude to him when he is actually trying to be decent with you. You being disrespectful to him. You're not complying with his rules, what he tell you to do. You're not doing anything. And then you doing all of this with your children right there in the back seat. And I heard that lady say to her kids, if they touch you, fight. She kept saying, I'm willing to die. Okay, that's fine. If you, even at 23, you still had a whole lot of life left in you, you may have felt like it's okay for you to die for the cause, whatever that cause may be. But you didn't think about your children. You teaching them to be disrespectful to the police. That ain't cool, honey. That ain't cool, because like I said, just like all white people ain't bad, all cops ain't racist and nasty and on the take and all of that. There are police officers who take pride. As we saw the young lady, I don't know where she stayed at, but she was a police officer and she was pissed off about the Alton Sterling situation, and she got on and made a YouTube, no she didn't, she made a Facebook Live video saying that she take pride in what she do. Her job means something to her. She not just down here collecting coins and trying to mistreat people. And that's the impression these officers gave me. Now then I get another video where she is in her home and the SWAT team arrives to serve warrants of arrest on her and her boyfriend. Now, I got something to say about that. Why did they need the SWAT team for her if all she had was minor traffic stuff going on? Was it necessary to call police? I'm conflicted on that, because I don't know if because of how she cut her food in that traffic stop was the why they felt it necessary to bring the SWAT team. And if you brought the SWAT team, I ain't not one time heard anything about a fucking hostage negotiator there, because I know that they say she was kind of holding her kids as if, like she was using them as leverage in some kind of way. I don't know if that's the case at all. I tried to find as much information so that I could formulate an intelligent opinion about this, but I'm gonna tell you what I saw. I saw a woman at a traffic stop looking to get her ass handled bad. Now, I ain't saying she deserved to die. I don't think nobody deserves to die. If God don't take it naturally, I don't think that you deserve to die. But that's the world we live in today. Now let's go back to her apartment situation. I know she may have been overbearing in those moments. Was it really worth calling the SWAT team to deliver the warrant of arrest? And when they came, why didn't you just go? You could have lived to fight another day. That's what I be trying to tell people. You gotta fight. You gotta pick your battles wisely. Sometimes it's that quiet, compliant motherfucker that lives to be okay the next day, so they can work within the law to get justice for themselves. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't feel like she did what she was supposed to have done. And then you come in there, they come in there, they see you with your 5-year-old, I do believe. Why did you, when you got these guns pointing at you, why in the hell would you do this? And you may be militant, but why the hell do you want to do something that could potentially kill or scar your children for life? Seeing all of that, they didn't need to see all of that. And you wind up getting yourself killed and your child injured. Now, last night as I was plucking through the Facebook, I came across this article stating that she had some mental issues. I tend to believe it based upon what I seen from her. Now this is where I gotta flip my opinion. If this lady has shown you, this is why I say police officers, not only should they be highly trained in knowing how to de-escalate situations with people who may want to become belligerent with them, he should also know how to deal with mental health patients. Y'all need to learn how to be able to deal with them. Because I don't give a damn what nobody say. That girl didn't have to die. Yes, she may have been militant. Yes, she may have had mental problems. Yes, she may have been very disrespectful. But at the end of the day, her life mattered. And I just think that she started off the wrong way. I don't know if she had mental issues or not. And I do have to take that into consideration when I think about the overall case. But then I also have to say to her, you were functioning in everyday society. So you mean to tell me you didn't have enough sense to know not to go overboard with that? You could be crazy as fuck and able to function in everyday society. Okay? Because when I get to a certain level, I'm fucking crazy as hell. But I ain't that damn crazy that I'm going to sit here. I done told y'all, you done seen me, heard the story times about me fighting. Not one time have you heard me say I jumped on the law. I ain't no damn fool, girl. I'll be a fool, but I will not be no damn fool. And now that I'm in my 40s, I can't sit here and be no damn old fool. So I don't know. Y'all get down there and tell me y'all opinions about that. I'm totally conflicted. I want to stand for this girl and say that these police were absolutely wrong. But then I've seen video footage of where she put herself in a lot of situations. So I don't know. I'm conflicted here. Y'all get down in the pen and tell me what y'all think. Next story I want to talk about. Did y'all hear about that? I know y'all did. That judge that went off on the police, I guess was it like the county detention workers or something like that? They brought this woman to court. They had arrested her for failing to complete a court-ordered class, and I believe it was on shoplifting, okay? They bring this lady into court with no pants on, and I think they said that woman was on her mentally too. Her monthly, I'm sorry, mentally. How humane is that? You done had her locked up in jail a couple of days. You didn't think to put her in the detention, you know, dress code or whatever, the orange, the stripes, whatever the hell they got to put them on. Y'all didn't give her a bottle. Y'all had her in court with the same t-shirt she was arrested in, and she had been there 2 or 3 days before she made it in front of this judge, and y'all did this to her. And you wonder why that judge went the hell off. They were saying she's supposed to have a $100 fine, do 75 days, all that. That judge said, fuck that. She let that woman go that day. She told you got a $100 fine. And I don't know, y'all tell me, the ones that know about this story. Did that judge not give that woman advice on how to get her just compensation for that? I swear I thought I picked that up out of there. It was almost as if the judge was telling her what steps she needed to take to sue these motherfuckers, because that was wrong. She also called down to that jail and gave them holy hell. Because who does that? Who does that? You won't take me to jail. Now this is my around the house moo, y'all. It is. You take me to jail in this, that's fine. This is a all over dress. No, I will not be exposed in no kind of way. But if I take this here off, I got a t-shirt up on, a nightshirt up under this. Child, if you take me to jail in that, my panties out, my booty out, my puss out, my business exposed. And you gonna leave me in a jail cell for a few days. Bring me to court where other people who ain't even in jail in this courtroom because they got court cases coming up too, and embarrass me like that. And just imagine if in fact she really was on her monthly. That was a stinky, nasty mess. AB. That's why that judge went lenient on that woman. And like I said, y'all get down in them panty sessions and tell me if it did not sound as if that judge was almost giving this woman some goddamn legal advice on how to get her some just compensation for the humiliation and inhumane treatment that she received at the hands of this police department, sheriff department, or detention center, or all fucking three. Let me know. I'm going to get off there because that made me mad. The next subject that I feel like is a subject for a Fuck Shit Friday is, since when did Malia Obama become a political figure? She not. Her daddy is. Now people got all up in arms because instead of attending the Democratic National Convention, she opted to go have fun with her schoolmates down at the Lollapalooza festival. And while she was there, she twerked a little bit, showed a little bit. She did normal teenager shit. That girl that went through 12 years of schooling. You mean to tell me she can't just relax and have fun with her friends for a week or a weekend without the world wanting to cast a eye on her and make her out to be some, out of control teenager? That was utterly fucking ridiculous. Your kids have a right to be kids. Just because her parents live at 1600, what is it, Pennsylvania Avenue, whatever, Washington, that don't mean that she can't have a life. There was nothing her being at the Democratic National Convention was going to do to help in any kind of way, because she's not political. Her parents are, namely her daddy. And excuse me, but Secret Service go everywhere with that girl, as they do the entire First Family. Okay, people always reaching. It wasn't nothing wrong with that little girl going out there having fun, and we all have done that shit before. I think that it was just some shit they was trying to just make up, because they've been looking for a flaw in this family for years. Okay, y'all already disrespect the girl daddy every chance you get. Okay, but you gonna sit here and try to come at that girl. Let me tell you one damn thing. In the 8 years the Obama's been in the White House almost, they ain't had not one damn scandal out that family. And them girls look like they are well, mannered. They know discipline. They look like the type of girl that mom and daddy don't give a damn that he in that White House or not. You gonna act like you got some sense today. Them girls have always been very upstanding, very presentable, very nice. Now, since we being petty, let's talk about the Bush daughters. What have they done when they daddy was in the house? Them little bitches was drunk. They flipped the bird at media. And if I'm not mistaken, I think I heard something once about some drug use, some marijuana or something like that. How you gonna try to come at little old innocent Malia and Sasha Obama when they have done nothing to embarrass their father as president of the United States? They have never done anything to embarrass their mother as their mother and the First Lady of the United States. Them little girls look like they well behaved. They look like they really, they tried to keep them kids as normal as possible, considering they were moving into the public spotlight the way they was when they daddy won that election back to back on that ass. So I don't have no problem with Malia did. I think people reaching, and I'm telling you, we gonna miss them. I don't give a damn what you saying. You gonna miss this family when they move out that White House in January. Because for everything people try to blame him for, you can't say he didn't do nothing. He could have done a whole lot more if he had cooperation from Congress, and he did not have that. This has been the most relatable family that has been in the White House since I have been an adult and able to pay attention, understand, and listen. Let that little girl live. And go sit your dumb ass down somewhere with that. Stop reaching, because you didn't even reach far enough with that one. Next story I want to talk about is Jelani, the brother of Nicki Minaj. It was found this week. DNA samples came back stating that he was a positive match for the semen found on this 12-year-old girl who is his stepdaughter. I want them to take the kid and lock his ass up. And I don't blame Nicki, because Nicki only did what any damn body else would do that love their family. She bonded him out, and I think she bonded him out, and she tried to stand by her brother. But she ain't out here tweeting. She got Twitter fingers. She ain't saying nothing now. You can't hold her accountable for what her brother did. She didn't know her brother was doing any of this, just like we didn't. Hell, the woman he married, which is the child's mother, didn't even fucking know at first. So how you gonna hold Nicki to a standard when she all over the world doing everything else, and this woman with him on a daily basis? But I hope that Yeah, I want him to go to jail. But I hope that God brings peace to that family in the form of comfort for that girl who was abused, the woman who later her mom found out about it, and for Nikki. It's a terrible day when you gotta worry about situations like this happening. You don't know who the predator might be. You gotta be careful with your kids, letting men around your children too. When my husband and I went our separate ways and divorced, I was very selective about the men that I allowed to be around my children. In fact, I did not allow that shit. I mean, I had boyfriends and things of that nature, but I wasn't too quick to want to bring you around. You gotta really get in there to meet my eggs, you know, because see, them people right there, all four of them, they can make you or break you. They can make you by liking you and you liking them and they being respectful to you, but you just being respectful to them, and we can all, you know, sing and dance together. But they can break you if I ever suspect, find out, and get definite proof that you done did something. I will fuck you up. When I had my children, I said after every birth, I will die for you. And I live up to that shit. I will go out this world with gasoline draws on before I allow anybody to hurt my egg. I'm learning how not to get so mad and be in my feelings and be ready to stab bitches and cut holes behind just saying this shit. But I really will fuck you up if you mess with my eggs. You can tear me down, do whatever you want to me. And if you think you about that life, let the lupus fool you and walk up on me. Might be the worst mistake of your life. That's all I'm saying. Prayers out to that family. Gotta be some healing. Now, I'm gonna tell y'all. I told y'all in Greenleaf, if you watched that episode that I put out, I'm still conflicted about love and hip hop, and this only adds to it. Now, we know on the show, Tierra Scrap, De Leon's baby mama, had alleged to have gotten into, started dating and liking on Jay Nix. Well, in recent days, she done revealed that she's pregnant, and she's pregnant by her husband, a young man by the name of Brian, I think, Shaw. She said in a recent interview with Gossip Magazine, Gossip.com, that she has never been nor ever will be anywhere near attracted to Jay Nix. They are just friends. They've been friends a long time, and it ain't nothing. So, once again, see, let me tell y'all something. I know reality TV is a bunch of fool of fuck, but it also supposed to have a certain amount of reality in there. It's supposed to be some realness to this. And what disappointed me this season of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta is that it appears that all of the major storylines were false. There was no sense of reality in it whatsoever. It was like they made some shit up, threw it on TV, and told us, bitch, believe it. Not knowing that many of y'all out here, and I say y'all because I'm not a social media butterfly. Facebook, that's all I do. I got Twitter and I got Instagram, but I don't be on none of that. That's why if you have requested me on Twitter or Facebook, I haven't responded yet because I ain't logged into that shit yet. I'm not a big social media person like that. All I want to do down here, look, baby, let me tell you, I didn't come down here to be social media famous or none of that shit. I just came down to this YouTube, this platform, because I felt like I had a story to share, and in my stories, I felt like somebody may be helped. I ain't come looking for no friendships. I ain't come looking for none of that stuff. And if something great happens as a result of me being on YouTube, then thank you, Lord. Amen. But if it don't, I don't be on all that stuff. I don't be peeping in people's shit to see what they saying or none of that other shit. All I do is I tend to my business. See, you can't never go wrong when you mind your own motherfucking business. I come down here, I put my videos up, I watch the few people that I like, and sometimes I comment. And I may even stop commenting so much because I don't want people to feel like I'm involved in shit going on with somebody else. Sometimes it ain't the video and what they said about that person that I like and comment on. It may just me be down there saying good job, I like this video, and it may be pieces of that video that resonated with me in my personal life. It ain't got to mean that everything you doing or talking about in your video I'm 100% behind it. It just means that A, I support your channel, I like your ass. B, you may have said something that helped me along my personal journey. And C, sometimes I understand why people do the things that they fucking do. Everybody handles shit a different way. We gonna take myself for example, because I don't ever want to throw nobody else's name out there. I talk about my motherfucking self. As old girl say, I clocks my own motherfucking tea, okay? I'm just trying to live, man. Okay? I don't give a fuck about what happened. Once I get to God, I don't give a damn, baby. Once you put it on his shoulder, you're supposed to leave it right there. Okay? And that's what I've done. But I cannot sit here and tell y'all that I didn't feel some kind of way about every storyline as the season has ended and we'll be done with the other part of that. I don't even know if you call it a reunion, whatever it is. Even us that recap these shows, I feel like in a way, yeah, we ain't doing nothing but giving you what we telling you what we saw and how we feel about it. But we talking about situations we believe to be somewhat true. Nothing that we gave this season was real. Everything we gave was based off what we seen, and we found out that none of that was true, and that's why I have a problem with it. That's all I'm saying. But she married, pregnant, and all that other shit, child. Okay, that's it. That was pretty much the subjects that I wanted to touch on today on Fuck Shit Friday. I know it's some stuff going on too that I did leave out because I had more notes than this here, but I don't want to make my video too long, and I've been yapping for about 27 minutes at this time. So I'm gonna get on off here because I gotta come right back through, and I got a story time I would like to share with you all. So in the meantime, in between time, please like, comment, subscribe, donate to the channel if you would like to. And have a wonderful weekend. Be safe. Treat each other with some dignity, some respect, and never lose compassion. Cause you are dead. You walking dead if you ain't got no compassion in your heart. And that's all I got to say. Have a wonderful weekend, everybody. Peace.